Lambert Acres here, and we are going to be installing a roof for our tree stand. Now you may say to yourself, that's silly. You've never been outside when it started raining. And actually the rain is one of the best times to hunt because your scent gets knocked down to the ground faster. So this is the Big Dog Hunting Universal Deluxe Roof Kit. This weighs 11.5 pounds. It's 50 inches by 32 inches with an arched roof cover. Arched polypole construction, secures directly to the tree. This Big Dog Hunting LLC, www.bigdoghunting.com, from Elmira, Ohio. That's pretty cool. So I'm from Ohio. I didn't know that. Bought it, but let's get it opened up here, see what it looks like. Okay. Maybe it wasn't supposed to open like that. So it's basically this square tubing. That's all that's in here. This is our roof material. I was hoping there's going to be instructions. We got instructions right here. So I'm going to lift you up so you can kind of see this. Disregard all the hunting stuff we got laid out. We're getting ready to go hunting soon. But looks like it attaches to the trees with these. Kind of basic, simple stuff. And then it has like what I would consider like tent poles for the middle. All right. So there you go. There's your first view of it. Let's go put it up in the tree. So I guess the best way to really give a good example of this is to be in it while it's raining. So I have my roof set up, and the unique thing is, I guess it shouldn't be unique, but the camo is facing down. So don't, make sure you read the instructions because you'll just have to redo it. So there we go. There's the roof of the rainfly. It is keeping me dry. Obviously you're gonna have some rain that comes in from the sides, but you can see the rain just kind of drips off the edge. You can see it dripping off the edge here. And it does exactly what I bought it for. Keeps me dry. I don't know how long some of these strings will last. You know, I obviously hunt on the edge of a field, so the winds sometimes will get a little gusty. So only time will tell on that. But I did want to get it up. I'm gonna get down on the ground. It is not centered. I did not do a very good job getting it. I should have put it more, so this is me sitting in the tree. I should have put it more that way. It's kind of cockeyed on the tree stand. However, it keeps me dry, so that's the main thing. So from the bottom, it looks kind of weird. Looks like a guy with a crooked hat. However, up top, it does the job. So we'll get down and do a video of that. I'm gonna hunt in it a few times, and then I'm gonna give you a review. So after the bottom view, you're gonna get a review. So stay tuned for all that. All right, so here you can see the bottom view of it. It's a 20-foot stand. And so that is just what I basically did as I stood up. And so my head didn't touch the edges. That's where I mounted it. But you can see what I mean by it's kind of cockeyed, which, like I said, doesn't really affect me in the stand. It still keeps me dry. But there you go. That is what it looks like from down here. And like I said, I'll do some reviews. Those will be next. One thing I didn't think of when installing the roof is today is an extremely sunny day. It's partially shading me, and you can see on my face, all of this is shaded. I got a little sunlight right here, but It's keeping me from overheating. Didn't think of that. But so, dual purpose, huh? It's not supposed to flip up like that. Right now it's like flipped all the way up because of the wind. All right, so we are getting ready to go check out the roof up there. We had a little bit of wind last night, and the crazy thing is every time there's a little bit of wind, these things, the ridge lines, pop out. All three of them are on the ground today. So we're gonna go up there and so you could see that face to face or up close and personal. All right, so you can see it flaps up and down with those out. So we are actually going to take it down today. We already shot our buck, which I'll throw in a picture. And yeah, we're going to take it down. So time for the tree stand stuff to come down. All right, we're going to finish our review on the Universal Tree Stand Cover XL from Big Dog Hunting. Here it is next to me. I think next year, I put it up before the hunting season, and then I take it down after I shot a deer. So I shot a deer. There's still plenty of hunting left, but I'm not going to be hunting because I have a deer, so I took it down. If you leave this up all year round, I think that's where you're going to run into some more issues. However, let me talk about some issues that you're gonna have right away. This right here, your little bolt system is going to wiggle, and you're going to enlarge this, and this is going to be basically useless. It's going to flip up. All three of your little poles here are going to come out, and you're going to have to find them, which good luck. And then my pole splintered right there, so that one is broke. However, a little bit of electrical tape on the end of that, I think that should be fine. What I will do next year differently is take these straps off that suck, that use this system right here, where you just pull it through, and I will put ratchet straps all over this sucker. I think that would work a whole lot better than the system that was on there. So this is broke, but like I said, if I ratchet strap it, even weld this to this, I think would help a little bit. I mean, if it gets a good gust of wind, this is gonna flip up. I don't think anything's gonna stop that from happening. So I just need to try to figure out a way to affix this whole thing. So did it work for what I wanted it to work for, which was to keep me dry? Yes, it did keep me dry. One day I went out and it was a little bit windy, and the thing just kept flipping up, which just irritates you, and you know the deer can hear that, obviously, and that causes problems, and you know, that's not cool. But when it was raining and no wind was there, yeah, it kept me dry. I do think that with a few alterations to this, I think it would work a lot better. So that'll be what I'll do during in the off season, in the winter, to get it ready for next year. Like I said, I did wrap up all of my bolts and everything, so that way nothing would cause holes. And you see it did loosen up, and I did cover all of these with electrical tape. The electrical tape broke. I'll peel it off here. The electrical tape did break on this one, then started unraveling on a few of the other ones. But I mean, it's fully exposed to elements, and I will say the top is actually not bad. Like, I was expecting to see cracks, holes, something like that in there. No rips or anything in the actual fabric. The corners are still there. So we're gonna take it off and we are going to put the frame, we'll probably put a nail in a barn wall behind me and hang the frame up, and then we'll fold up the fabric in the tent poles here, and then we'll try to figure something out for this. So we'll go ahead and give it a score. 0 being the worst covering you could have, like basically no covering, and 100 being the best. What would I give this? I'd give this a score of probably about 70. It worked, however, towards the end of the season. I had it out for about 3 months. Towards the end of the season, it started deteriorating more and more and more until the day I shot my deer, and then I took it down promptly after that. But on non-windy areas, I think this would work fantastic. Unfortunately, I live in Ohio, where it's flat and can get quite windy. So there you go. There's my review. If you got money to spend on it and you just want something that'll keep you dry, fix this before it becomes an issue. Use ratchet straps and you should be fine. If you have a little bit more money and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna invest a little bit more money, I would say probably recommend getting a different one than this. But if this is all you can afford, then I think if you use the ratchet straps and you know that this is going to this is a weak point right here, and then you should be good. Like, attach the ratchet straps actually to the frame. I even thought about towards the end of the season putting a strap on the front and coming down to my tree stand, so that way it could not flip up. That may be an option I would do next year, so we'll see. But we'll go ahead and pack it away for the time being, and we'll get it out probably about a month or two and do some alterations on it. All right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share the video, share my other videos. I do a ton of review videos on hunting stuff because that's what I do. I like to hunt and fish, and so that's what I do videos on. Sometimes to help me and my buddies out, so we know what to buy, and sometimes just for other people. So there you go. And share the video, share the channel. That's how the channel grows. And get outside. Thank you, and God bless.